Good morning, everybody. All right, let me make sure my audio's up and running. All right, good morning, everybody. This is Jack Leeson with StartupTrading.com. It is December 7th, 2020. The title of this video is Gold's Touch and Go. And I actually want to just go out to the higher time frame here and take a look at, since this contract has rolled over, really where the previous contract closed when we were going all the way back to July on that July run up. And I think there's a possibility before this contract rolls, which I don't actually know the date, but it should be about 2 months from now, that we actually get up to the highs of that contract that we were trading in July. And that's all the way at 1950. As long as we continue to run here. But gold obviously has come out of, and we've been talking about this since the day it happened, the full halfway back long for the year. And the higher time frame profit target on that is at 2239, significantly above where we are currently trading. Now, if we go to the hourly chart, there was this extension, and on Friday I had mentioned within 5 minutes of the low that gold was going to be tradable to the upside for the remainder of the day, and we spent the next 6 hours just grinding higher slowly, but grinding higher. And then what we did here in the overnight session, and I love to see this type of a pattern where we come down, we actually tagged that 50% at the European session open right around 3 a.m., and it was just been a complete reversal of 17 points since that. Now, that gives us an upside target of 1865.7, and when I see us react with the speed of which we've reacted with the technical reaction at both the 38 on Friday and the 50 during the European session, so there was a fill at 10 a.m. on Friday at the 38 and then a fill at the European session that takes out weak traders and makes it easier for us to begin trending higher. I'm just going to draw this trend line from Friday's high to that overnight high. We're running right up into that. So I would not be surprised to see at least this 1865 here print this week on that negative 23% profit target. And if we really get moving, it would be the negative 61 at 1886. And it's only the situations which we come out of these higher time frame long setups, like literally it's a monthly long setup that we traded last week on Monday. So we're going into the second week since we've traded that, and a lot of weak hands have been shook out. Now, if we go to the 15-minute chart, you can see out of this low, instant rejection, bids coming in, perfect touch. Look at this 50%, another perfect touch. That's when you know there's participation, very active participation. There's not a second test. We've gone through highs. We very well might just be trading extensions into the open through this high here. So I'm still swinging gold, but I did want to go over that first thing here. There's two variations of long setups. The most aggressive extension or the most aggressive setup would be that high to high series, or then we'll have the full retracement below at 1837.5 from that 6 a.m. low. Moving on now to the S&P 500. Perry had mentioned we're breaking out of really the level to watch and continue for us to stay above this 3668, which was the high of the vaccine news on November 9th. We broke out of those highs and ran into the close on Friday. Now, what I see here, the targets that I had, there was this traditional that traded last Wednesday, and I mentioned the profit target was 36.97. That's where I exited my long Friday into the close. The next halfway back from that Wednesday low to high is a breakout retest, and that's traded here at 36.73 half. Now, that was right at 3:30 European session. I'd love to see and look for an entry for the halfway back from that overnight low to high right now. That would line up with a retest of Thursday's high and our breakout level. That level is a 36.81 half, and I am looking for potential long setup there. Upside higher time frame targets are 37.1975 from the pullback here that we had in the overnight session. Moving on to the Russell, which the Russell just beast mode. It was up like 2.5% on Friday, just absolutely crushing it. I'm going to measure what was Wednesday's low, which was the low of the week, to that high. What percent of a move was that? That was 4.5% move, and basically 3 days in incredible strength in the Russell, and we'll continue to pay attention to the Russell leading us here. Now, we have not made it into this. We have not made it into this next halfway back. It's been front run at a 38% retracement. What I'm anticipating to most likely happen is us to come back and actually hold this extension, this Thursday high to high, which gives me a support level here at 1880.2. Well, it's 1880.1, but I would front run that by like one tick. So I'm going to be looking at that 1880.2 level. Go ahead and pay attention to that 1880.2. And that's what I'll be looking for. That upside target would be 1908 half. Moving on to oil, which came into the top edge of this daily trend line I've had up. We've been front running the full 50% retracement. Once again, Wednesday's low is an anchor used over and over again. 45.30 is that halfway back front run of 6 ticks, and then that next traditional has been front run to target 2. I'm just going to continue to follow the full halfway back long from the overnight low, which is going to be a 45.73 right now. 45.73 would be the continuation pullback, and then 45.30 below that is that retest level. I'll continue to watch that zone at 45.30. Oil remains in an uptrend. With the NASDAQ, last week we had an extension series. You have to go down to a 5-minute chart to see this. Let me go here, 5-minute chart. This extension began on Wednesday. We held it all day Thursday. We held it Friday in the morning, if you guys remember, bought that 38 retest, and then we have completed those targets. So that same anchor new high is traded its 38% retracement. That's at 12,485. 12,485. That would be just at higher time frame support. And then we also have the 50 at 12,457. Those are the two higher time frame levels. There is a more aggressive sequence here you can watch. You have a traditional blows out of targets. We went into an extension. That's completed. So I'll leave up that more aggressive extension here from this 4 a.m. high to high. Gives us a 12,515, 50%. And then last here is the Dow, which is held Thursday's low to high. It's also a previous daily swing high retest, at orange dotted line right at 30,000. The overnight low is 29,992. And I'm going to go to show you guys here this daily chart. This is the previous high breakout retest. This is the high of November 9th. That vaccine high lines up, and that's where that bid came in, as all of the markets had the bid at the same time, that 3 a.m. right near that European Open. And then I think we're just, we also have a high, previous daily high at 30,165. So I'd look for more of like a consolidation back and forth between these levels. I do like, this area of the 38% retracement, 30,070. So that is a zone I'm going to be looking at. But all of these markets here, right now I'm going into the morning with pretty bullish bias, and just going to be placing some orders, waiting for them to get filled to the long side. But that's going to wrap up my morning trade plan. I'll see you guys in the trade room. If I have a problem, if the stream books up here today, I might just go just on YouTube, just so you guys know, just because I don't want to plug my bandwidth running YouTube, Discord, and Zoom. So if the stream plugs up, I'm just going to knock out the Discord, and then everybody can watch on YouTube. So take care, guys. I'll see you in the trade room.